Hello everyone and welcome to the Transit Nomad family. KL bad areas, Kuala Lumpur city review they don't show you. Before we get started, I'd like to let you know that whether you're currently in Europe, Asia, USA or anywhere else, if you haven't done much long-term or long-distance traveling lately, I would like to challenge you to broaden your horizons and give it a try. When you visit new places, you might find yourself feeling happier and more fulfilled with new ideas, inspiration, and motivation to accomplish your life goals. And it's not just my personal opinion, it's confirmed by scientific research. In the worst case scenario, you'll just learn how to appreciate your home country more. Either way, it should be a win-win, and as an active traveler and business owner with experience, I might be able to assist you with trip planning, life coaching, and business consulting, with all the details available at buymeacoffee.com/transitnomad, or through the link in the video description below. This is where you can also find lots of exclusive content on many different cities around the world, my secret tips, PDF guides, and the option to request a custom video on any topic that matters to you. With that being said, we are currently located in the Bukit Bintang neighborhood in the city of Kuala Lumpur, which is the capital of Malaysia. And this is supposed to be one of the best neighborhoods. Bukit Bintang is known for having some luxurious shopping malls, and a lot of people like to hang out here when they visit the city. But if you walk just a couple of minutes off to the side, which is what we just did, you will see these kinds of streets with very old buildings and lots of trash and rats and poor infrastructure. Sometimes you can see buildings that are kind of falling apart. And this is not just only about this neighborhood. I see that in many different areas of Kuala Lumpur. And this is the other side of the city that many YouTubers don't talk about. They only tell you that this is such an awesome developed city, but in reality, it does have some developed areas, of course, but it also has a lot of areas that are not developed, or they need a lot of work. So in my opinion, the correct way to describe Kuala Lumpur would be saying that it's a city of contrasts. You can see something really cool, but also you can see something really messed up. For example, as I was walking yesterday, I saw pieces of concrete falling down because the building was basically falling apart. And it's not just one building that's in that kind of condition. They have a lot of buildings like that. Also, the infrastructure for pedestrians is it's okay next to the MRT stations or monorail stations, but if you go a little bit further, it's hard to find proper pedestrian crossings, and drivers usually don't yell. They don't stop if you're trying to cross the street unless they see that you are literally in their way. Then they're gonna stop, hopefully. But the only way to cross the street is just to get going and to see what happens. They don't often have the proper crossings, and even when they do, many people, they don't follow the traffic lights. Doesn't matter, it's green or red. They just use this like as a suggestion rather than as a rule whether they should stop or not. Again, it depends on the intersection. Sometimes they do follow it, but oftentimes they don't, and that is something to keep in mind. Take a look at this engineering over here. I hope it's okay. Even next to the monorail stations, yesterday I was trying to cross the street. There is a station located to one of the malls, and I was trying to cross the street to go into the mall, and guess what? Unless you buy the monorail ticket, you cannot cross the street. You have to go around a lot, like pretty far away, in order to cross the street. And sometimes you're walking and there's a sidewalk, and then suddenly the sidewalk gets more and more narrow, and then it just disappears, and then that's it. There's no way to go, and the cars are going really fast passing by, and then you have to go back finding a way to cross. So if you like walking around and exploring cities as a pedestrian, I'm sorry to tell you this, but Kuala Lumpur, it kind of sucks for walking around. Some people say that it's really developed. Again, I've heard this over and over again, but in reality, I cannot agree with them because I'm having a hard time walking around. I just came here from Singapore, and Singapore is not perfect either, but it's way better when it comes to infrastructure for pedestrians. If you want to walk around, Singapore is a lot more enjoyable by far. And you can see we are taking a look at different streets, and the pattern is quite similar. Lots of trash, lots of rats running around. I don't know if you can see them in the video, but they are playing around, having fun right now, like there's no tomorrow. So happy. Another thing that I wanted to point out about KL is the weather. It's really, really hot and humid, and it's not just hot. It's hot to the point that it's very difficult to enjoy the outdoors. So if you want to visit all those famous landmarks, temples and River of Life, and all the cool buildings and markets that they have, it's gonna slow you down dramatically because you cannot spend time outdoors. Also, if you want to go hiking or spend time in parks, it's really difficult because if it's not super hot, then it's raining. And I really like to be productive. I want to be able to explore different places when I'm traveling, but in Kuala Lumpur, it really slows me down. I often end up having to hide from rain or hide from heat inside those shopping malls or at my residence, which kind of sucks because I want to be able to explore everything that the city has to offer, both indoors and outdoors, not just indoors. Right now is basically one of those unique chances when it's not sunny because it just kind of finished raining, and this is basically one of the few chances that I have to go outside and walk around and film some content. Otherwise, it's pretty difficult. My phone keeps overheating in the heat, or if it's raining, then my phone keeps shutting down because of the water. I mean, my phone is my camera. I'm using a smartphone camera, so it's very challenging. Unless I were to film all the videos inside those shopping malls, that could be a solution. Look at that red. Whoa, wow. Crazy. So, what do I want to tell you next? I wanted to say that I'm not an expert in Kuala Lumpur. I don't know. I don't think this area is dangerous. I'm just talking about cleanliness and aesthetics and pedestrian infrastructure. I'm not talking about safety. I don't know much about safety in this city yet. I just arrived here a few days ago, so please take this with a grain of salt. I just wanted to make a point that it is a city of contrast. There are some parts that are developed. There are some parts that are not as developed. And basically, this is the whole conclusion. And having said that, I would like to tell you that I'm currently in East and Southeast Asia for a few months. And during this time, I'm recording lots of exclusive content, comparing different cities in the region to help you decide which ones you should visit, while also saving you lots of time and money with practical tips on how to get the most out of your trip. For example, Singapore is one of the most expensive destinations in the world, but I know a way how you can save hundreds or maybe thousands of dollars when visiting Singapore, and it's not something that others talk about on YouTube. So head over to buymeacoffee.com/transitnomad using the link below and donate any amount of your choice, no matter how big or how small, to get access to my most helpful exclusive content that includes Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, Bangkok, Hong Kong, and many other cities in Asia, Europe, and the United States. Thank you everyone for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. I appreciate you being a part of the Transit Nomad family and look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.